All right, y'all. So I am at home and I have some of my sandwich left. Brunchaholics. Let me have a bite. As you can see, I've been nibbling, so I can't act like I'm surprised by this flavor. So, as I shared with my husband, it's not a burrito. It's a meal. I mean, that's just real talk. Definitely enough for two people to share easily, as you can see. I mean, it is easily. So I got the macaroni and cheese, greens, and chicken burrito. I got it to go. Sorry, trying to eat it and talk. And let's start with the cost. Your burrito is $18 depending on what you get. So let's just say $18 to $20. And the shrimp and grits, which I haven't had yet, is $18. Of course, current prices today, as of the making of this video. For the options on the burrito, I could have also had the fried catfish. I went with the chicken. And then they had some different bowls that you can have with your shrimp. And then they had like some macaroni and cheese. Of course, this is during the week menu. I don't know if on the weekends that they have a different menu. It took them from the time we walked in till we walked out with our food 15 minutes, and we had both of these. And so that I wanted to get a fresh bite, I started eating my burrito inside the car. And yes, it's good. The greens are very flavored, very minimum stems. They have been already deveined. Although we have this little red sauce, I'm going to assume it's some kind of spicy sauce is what I'm assuming. I didn't even need it. You need no flavoring, no salt, pepper, nothing on this. Macaroni and cheese is real macaroni and cheese. And the greens are delicious. I mean, I wouldn't mind tasting the side of their greens just by themselves, but I wanted to have their actual burrito. If you're going to take it home, I would probably say open it, because my burrito did start sweating. But I already knew that. That's why I opened up the styrofoam on our way in. I wanted it to not be sweaty. I wanted to get a real taste of it. Friendly staff. When we walked in, which was lunchtime, I was the only person, and they took our order. They greeted us. Even the chef came from the back and said hi. I never said anything about being them butlers. I'm kind of like Keith Lee. I don't like these. Like, hey, I'm going to give a review. I paid for my meal. This was not complimentary. And like I said, about 15 minutes later, we had our food back out. So it wasn't a long wait. And it tastes good. It really tastes good. I do want to give you, an idea price, though, because basically, and I'm forcing myself to eat the other half of this. It is definitely enough for two people. So even if you just had the burrito, 100% would say that two people could eat off of the $18 burrito. Could be a pricey lunch for some, but it's flavored and it's good. So I just want to make that very clear. Now I'm getting ready to have the shrimp and grits, which I have not had at all. I'm sorry. And the chicken is like chicken breast. It does have a batter on it, and again, everything tastes really good. It does. So now let's go with the shrimp and grits. Here we go. Thick grits. Definitely heavy is thick on the roux. And the shrimp is nice size. I'm looking at some of the shrimp. And mine has sausage as well. I would say that the roux is a little thick. So if you like liquidy roux, this is more of a jambalaya thickness on the roux, if that helps you. I taste a little heavy lemon. I do. I'm going to be honest. On my favorite of the two, the burrito or the shrimp and grits, the burrito is definitely my favorite. I can't say that I feel that the shrimp and grits, in my opinion, is worth the $18. Considering how the size of this and the size of those two sandwiches, if I had a choice, and here's my $20 for lunch, I would do the sandwich before I would do the shrimp and grits. That's just my choice. Again, that's me. Nothing wrong with the shrimp and grits. It's not as flavorful as the sandwich. That's just the best way I can explain it. The experience is the sandwich. The sandwich is really good, and I really wouldn't call it a sandwich It's not even a burrito. That's a meal. It's just a meal that you're just biting into. And by the way, going back to the sandwich, you know, there are some people out there that don't like, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm outside. It's a beautiful day here in Lancaster, Texas in January, last day of January. We're like 72 degrees. So I'm taking advantage of this natural sun. But yes, I would say that you know how there are people who do not care for their food to be intermingled? I'm one of those people. Ironically, I don't like all my food touching on a plate. This is not something that you feel like it's a mess. I think you know what I mean by that in your mouth, and I'm not being nasty and vulgar, but you taste the macaroni and cheese, you taste the greens, and you taste the chicken. It doesn't feel like you just took a scoop of all the food and put it in your mouth and you can't distinguish it. Again, the shrimp and grits, it's just a heavy lemon, a little bit more lemon. I would probably say if I took the lemon out, and it's just a little thicker than what I would care for. I would actually cut the roux down a little bit, but that depends on you. Some people like a heavy roux in their shrimp and grits, and some know what I mean when I say it's kind of gelatin and more of an etouffee than an actual shrimp and grits liquid. But that's just my opinion. Again, Brunchaholics in DeSoto. They're in the same shopping center. Anne Irene's is in that shopping center that's in DeSoto. And if you're coming from the south to the north on Hampton Road, you pass churches, and then they're in the next shopping center that's next to that veterinarian office there, or the veterinarian hospital. Friendly staff. I really like that. I like the quickness of the meal. If you were on your lunch break, to have your food back in 15 minutes, that's pretty good. And I'm sure if I had obviously called, but I wasn't sure what their menu was going to have, I probably would have had it faster than that. Only one of us partook today, and that's okay. I'm used to being the guinea pig. Mr. Man, hey, he'll drive and he'll pay. But will I go back? Yes, I will. I will definitely go back, but I will do the sandwich again. And so if paying for both of these was $36, and that's a big lunch, obviously, but I wanted to try the sandwich and I wanted to try the shrimp. You could easily eat just the sandwich, and you're still going to take back more food when you're done. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, I am stuffed. I'm really full. So, appreciate it. Once again, like, share, follow them butlers. We are here and would definitely appreciate your feedback on this video. Brunchaholics, details will be at the end of the video. Have a good one.